Okay, so Kempton, you wanted me to talk a little bit about this. I guess this is an example of my process a little bit. I, I, I know it's not done. I know, like, and basically to show how I paint, basically. Underneath, I was painting like these two figures. I guess it was just like it reminded me of this other painter, I think Kandinsky or somebody, and I wanted to keep that. But over time, I started painting on it and just didn't like what I was painting. So what I decided was to paint out everything except for the one part I liked. And so I did it in gray, and then you can kind of see I left a lot of parts, like you can see the lines are from underneath, and some of the marks. Actually, if I keep going, I think I like this part here where there's the yellow and this white here. But I'm going to paint out this thing. What I do like right now is the verticals out here, but I don't know if the paint dripping down. But I don't know if I'll keep it or not. But you can see that kind of chronology of how I painted it. First I painted this, and then I painted the gray, and then I painted this white, and it's all kind of transparent. So if I go back, which I will do, I'll probably go back and fill out these areas. And a lot of painters do that. They'll paint something and then paint white over it to kind of erase what's there. But then what happens is really interesting. There's kind of a weaving between the layers behind and the layers in front. So, yeah.
So you talked about capturing time, right? Is it part of the process of capturing time?
Yeah,
there?
well, that's it. Like, basically, it is a process-based kind of art form, I guess, that you'd see, like, in the past there was this. This is actually behind this. And the eye can pick up on those things really subtly. And, yeah, I guess that the layers that I talk about, that is very much about the capturing of time. And not just time in terms of, when you're making the piece, but also time in terms of memories, right? Like, maybe this reminds me of a horse or something, right? And maybe it's a horse from my childhood, let's say. So that memory of that place in time also kind of hooking up with what I'm making in front of me, and I mean, if you really think about it, all painting is and all art is a bit about memory, right? Lots of painters have said that. I mean, because even if you've just seen the scene, you're painting a scene out the window, what you're painting is actually your perception of what you just saw just a second ago. Or it could be also, your grandmother, 20 years ago. It's still always about memory in some ways, and how our mind kind of takes an experience and shifts it and adds color to it and romanticizes it and all of those things. So, yeah, good point.